This is Will Nunziata, New York City-based director and creator of theater, television, and film. And today I am thrilled to be speaking with the acclaimed visual artist, Jason Goldberg. Hello, Jason, how are you?
I'm doing great today, Will. Thank you kindly for asking. Appreciate that.
Jason, Happy New Year, and it is so great to meet you finally after months of being on the books. And listen, I want to just dig right in. You're an incredible visual artist. You use multiple materials in almost all in very different types of mediums within the visual arts. My first question for you, though, is where were you born, Jason? And was there a specific moment in your childhood when you fell in love with art?
Born and raised here in Las Vegas, Nevada, a wonderful place and always changing city. Tons of inspiration here. My number one inspiration is my mother, my single mother who raised me, and the art that she had around the house as a child. I saw it and asked her questions, and she told me she had taken art classes and done different watercolors and things. And when I finally got my hands on paints and mediums, I started to express myself in a way forever in capturing and holding on to my childhood. And that's why I love abstract art. It's freedom and expression. You can get out dark and evil and happy and wonderful emotions and anything and all in one painting. And it doesn't really have to mean anything to anyone but you. But when other people look at it and visualize it, they see something different, and each person will see something different. I try to make my art like a fingerprint, unique with different mediums and different materials and designs. And I'm constantly experimenting like Picasso did.
I love it, Jason. Well, listen, I love the fact that you're not only pursuing your bliss, but that through your art, you're carrying on the legacy of your family. And, you know, my mom is my best friend, so I know what that relationship is like. And talk to me a little bit about the materials that you use between, you know, the acrylic paints, the rare metals, and obviously going into mixed media, and how each of them individually and maybe sometimes collectively add to whatever you're working on.
So I try to use unique materials, things that you normally wouldn't use, or try to recycle things that people would throw away when I'm hiking in the desert. In fact, that's what inspired my latest piece, the Conquest collection. There was a wrecked airplane that had crashed on the mountain, and the FAA had left all the materials that they didn't pick up scattered across miles. Took me quite a few weeks to pick it up, but I felt, you know, impacting the environment. It helped make our environment better. And I also made a memorial plaque for the people who had passed away and researched what had happened and attached the FAA report to it. So there was quite a bit of history, and that's kind of where I'm pursuing an area of my art now. I'm trying to use those materials. I also, in the back, you can see I kind of use some saw blades, different types of industrial materials. I also have like some sculptures where I've used paper clips and made different creatures like alligators and rats and things like that. Constantly trying to have the canvas have something come out at you, and something that you can kind of feel is coming out of the canvas, not so two-dimensional. And yeah, and I'm constantly trying new things. I've been doing some sculptures with some robots and things like that. Let me just show you real quick, 1 second.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah, this one really has excited me. I actually made it out of a projector.
Oh,
and it's really cool. I have like the steamer on the top, and it's just got all different types of things on there.
Does it have a name?
Flashlight. I have not named it yet. It's still under creation. However, I really like that. I'd like to actually make it huge and not just be the head so far. So
Jason, what I love about you,
under construction.
What I love about you is that you obviously haven't lost that childlike sense of wonder. And for all artists of all ages watching this, and we do have a really great audience all over the world, I love the fact that what you are creating is something that's universal. There's a universality, a transcendent universal language to what you do. And I'm curious to know, you know, moving forward as we go through 2022, with all of these different emotions that we're all feeling, people love art, I think, now more than ever. I think there's an appreciation of it now more than ever. How can people get a Jason Goldberg original in their home?
I'd like to work with a lot of musicians that are currently out there doing album covers. I've been doing the iPad with all the Adobe shops and everything, So I'm expanding that. I'm taking my artwork and layering it in and being able to create some really unique album covers for some of the musicians out there. Definitely, I love music and I love being able to help them in any way I can, even if they like custom logos and things on the shirts. So that's the practical direction where I'm taking my artwork. Or they can go to my website, give me a call. I can send over my portfolio. It's goldbergfineart.com. It's a really great website, has a lot of information. Currently, the portfolio is under construction, so I can email that over if someone's interested in the pieces. They are named, they are on archivable museum grade canvas, as well as mixed media and acrylic. Each piece is unique and designed to where you'll never have one alike. And that's the great part about my originals. I've sold quite a few, and it's kind of really hard to sell an original. I'd rather sell a print, because once you let it go, it's kind of like letting go of a creation or a child.
It's
But
your
however,
baby.
yeah, exactly. But like Picasso, constantly creating, constantly making art every day if I can.
Jason, you're incredible. Listen, I want to let the audience know for all of these links on Jason Goldberg, where you can read more about him, follow him on his journey, buy his amazing work. You can go right below this video. Jason Goldberg, you're an incredible artist, a true artist, like with a freaking capital A. I'm so happy that you're coming on board this amazing new app where I've been blessed to talk with hundreds of visual artists all over the world. And you're authentic, you're unique. I've never met anyone like you, and you have such a specific, beautiful POV. And I'm just so thrilled that we're connected now as well, Jason.
Thank you, Will. I appreciate you, and it's really a pleasure to meet you as well today. You're